I'd like to start by saying how much I enjoyed this course. I'm nearing the end of my master's journey, and so far, this has been the most relevant course I've taken. Not only did I learn new things about teaching literacy, I am more encouraged than ever to step out of my comfort zone and work on a passion project that I've been considering for a couple of years now. I would also like to say that I so appreciate the fact that you looked at things digitally. You let us have options in the way that we turned in assignments. I think that's where education is going. I so appreciate the fact that we did not have to respond to every single discussion with the same rules every single time. We don't want our students to do that. Why do we in turn turn around and make other adults do that? So I just want to say thank you. I appreciate your approach to the course, and I appreciate the knowledge that I gained in the course. So what's next for me? Of course, I plan to continue in education. However, I am considering broadening the spectrum of what I teach. With the ongoing frustrations that COVID left in its wake, our public school system is suffering more than ever. Students are so far behind academically, socially, behaviorally. We're losing teachers left and right. I've seen these excited teachers come into a building with this fresh look of what an amazing year it's going to be. And then within just a few weeks, they look like they've aged 10 years and they're ready to run. I want to support that teacher. That's what I want to be next for me. I want to be the person that can go in and say, this isn't how it has to be. So how can I do that? Well, I would say that all the things that we worked on this course will help me do that. I can help teachers develop engaging lessons that are cross-curricular. I can make the students want to learn, which in turn will help with behavior. As frustrating as technology can be at times, we're living in a world where it's a must. The classrooms that I've been observing that have the most difficulty with behavior and low testing data are the classrooms that the teachers are scared of or reluctant to use technology. I believe that if we could see that and show a teacher that there are teacher user-friendly ways to incorporate technology, that they would be less resistant to adding or supplementing their lesson plan with great options. This is going to keep the students engaged. Just to mention a few, like using Flip, the students can record a video and submit an assignment rather than having to sit down and do a handwritten assignment, even if it's a short exit ticket, including something like Flip, where it is social media based for education. It's like a mixture of Snapchat and Facebook and Instagram, all like combined into one with filters and cool music they can put behind it. The kids get so excited about that. Also, other options they could do, let's just say we're going through the writing process and they want to do their final draft in a different way. They could do a sock puppet podcast where they go in and create their own sock puppet and do the whole podcast of this final draft where, yes, they've gone through their editing, they've gone through all of the technical writing, but at the end, give them a cool way to present it and they'll get more excited about it, right? Okay, let's talk about assessments. You can so easily use technology for exciting, engaging assessments. In the state of Texas this year, we're going to be required to do all our testing online. So students need to see technology assessments. They need to know the expectation of taking that assessment where they're not just going in and clicking answers. So they need to be familiar with using technology to take an assessment. Two of the ones that I love are Gimkit and Kahoot. Gimkit is so fun. There's so many different types of games in Gimkit. Everything from Trust No One, which is a mock version of Among Us, to The Floor is Lava. The students love it. Humans versus zombies. And then Kahoot, they get so excited when they just see the purple K pop up on the screen. But these companies have recognized and understand the importance of data. And they've added features where as soon as you're finished playing one of these games, you can just click and see the instant results of what your students actually know. Then you can go back in. You could use that for a grade if you needed to take a grade, or you could use that for your own information to know what you needed to go back in and scaffold and reteach. So talking about my passion that I mentioned earlier, I believe this doesn't have to stop just in public schools. Yes, do we need these integrations in our public schools? Absolutely. And I want to help those teachers do that. But also, I have so many friends that are beginning to homeschool their children for various reasons, whether it's a religious belief or whether they're just not agreeing with the way that their student is being educated, and they're becoming part of these homeschool associations because once they've pulled their student, they realize they don't know as much as they thought they did, and their students are falling behind. So they join these homeschool associations to help get a better understanding and to be encouraged and be around other homeschool people. So I believe that I could create a company that reaches out to these homeschool associations and offers training, train these homeschool associations and the parents within them how to have a better understanding of educational technology tools and how to incorporate it into their programs to help give them an understanding of what do we expect in our literacy programs for them to go to college? Like, what are the expectations? And I believe that I could work with them creating not just the academic side of it, but even behavior management so that they separate that school and that home life and they understand the importance of the students understanding an academic aspect and an academic mindset so that when these students are prepared to go off to college and they have to be in this academic environment, they weren't just sheltered into being comfortable to be in my home and around the people that I know. So to sum all of this up, I'm more excited than ever to be a part of teaching literacy. I can't wait to put into practice what I've learned on this journey with my students right now, with my intervention students, my second graders, my third graders, my fourth graders. But I'm so beyond excited for what I think it holds in the future too. Once again, I would just like to say thank you. I have thoroughly enjoyed this course. I appreciate the way you designed the course. I appreciate your feedback in the course. And I am excited to move forward and continue on this journey.